your vaccine.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, no, I understand. A lot of nerves about getting the needle in your arm. I totally get it. But I just want to tell you a little bit about what to expect, and you know, first of all, why I'm so happy you're here. We know that COVID has disproportionately affected the African American population. It's been just devastating, and this is our way of getting out of that for sure. But unfortunately, African Americans so far have been one of the populations that have been the least likely to receive it. So I'm so glad that you're here to get it, and as much as you can do to tell your friends and your family about the vaccine, I think that would be great, because I know people are scared, but I want to be able to answer any questions that you may have about it.
I also understand the fear that African Americans have, you know, it's a historical thing.
Exactly.
That gives us a lack of trust. But I do feel that this is just too important.
And I also understand the fear, and part of the fear is around, oh gosh, it's such a new vaccine, and you know, what did they do to get it out there so fast, and what is really going to be the long-term effects? And what I've been telling people, and what we understand, is that the technology that's behind this particular kind of vaccine has actually been in the works for more than a decade, for sure. So yes, it's new, but no, it's not new science. And they did, you know, trials with over 400,000 people looking at the effectiveness.
I did some research to make sure that African Americans were part of the trial, but we weren't only part of the trial, we were on part of the teams that actually did the vaccines, which make it so that a little bit more African American friendly, that it has been tested on us in the past, and during the trial section we were a good 10% of the trials.
Yeah, I'm glad you did your own research. So some of the common side effects of the vaccine, the first vaccine, some people will notice a little bit of achiness in that arm initially, sometimes even a little lump in that area or bruising. Some people will notice a little bit of headache. Some people actually have no side effects whatsoever. The second time around, once the second dose, people do notice a little bit more in terms of maybe even a low-grade fever or aching. But usually it goes away after the second day, and then you're back to being. You can take Tylenol after the vaccination. Typically they're saying not to try to do it before, you know, right before you vaccinate, because we don't know how that's going to affect the immune response. But Tylenol afterwards should be fine.
Good, I feel better already. Needle phobic, but you know.
Yes, no, I know. It's but you know, the fact that you're here and you're going to get the shot, you're doing a service obviously to yourself. You're going to protect yourself from getting COVID infection, and you're doing yourself a favor to your friends, your family, your loved ones, your coworkers, and your community. So I think you're in the right place and you made the right decision.
Thank you. I'm glad to be able to get it today.